to do is just go ahead and give you a brief overview of some of our systems. We have a door interlocking system. This is just a very basic generic door interlocking system. We have a Disc X system, and the Disc X system could be used for like multiple rooms and equipment. So if you have an X-ray room that has a door on the X-ray room and you want to make sure that it's locked out while you're doing your X-rays, this can be adapted to do that, and it can do multiple doors and pieces of equipment. And then we have an intelligent door interlocking system. The intelligent system is actually controlled by a PLC. There's a controller inside, and this can do up to 7 doors, multiple locations, multiple door indicators, and it can do multiple groups, to where if you have 2 groups of 3 doors, or a group of 4 doors and a group of 3 doors, or multiple groups of 2 doors, the intelligent door interlocking system can do that through its programming in the PLC. Most of our door systems all come with a door kit, which includes the lights, the push buttons, the mag locks, and the door contacts. All of our systems have a kit that's available with those systems. Is there any questions at this time on any of the products that I've already talked about? Go ahead, pan up. So our door interlocking systems can actually be flush mount or surface mounted. So what I'd like to talk to you about is some of the applications that we can do. So in this application here, this client had a vaporized hydrogen peroxide room to where they could bring animal cages in, and then they could bring them inside here, close the doors, seal the doors, and actually do a decon process with vaporized hydrogen peroxide, which is very dangerous. So you can't let the doors open during that process. So what we had came up with for our client is a damper control system. So this damper control system can actually be integrated into the door interlocking system. So what this actually did is when they were ready to do the process, they would turn the key switch to decon. It would close dampers in the mechanical room to isolate that room. And then it would lock the door interlocking system on those 2 doors so that no one could enter while that process was going on. And what would happen is once you went into the decon, it would go from normal to the end decon process to allow people to know that, you know, this system is on and running. And this is another application of where this building actually had a BSL-3 that had a shower inside of BSL-2, and then that went into a BSL-3 laboratory, and they needed to interlock those inner doors to make sure that the pressure differential pressures were correct during that application. So these systems can be configured and set up in multiple ways to do multiple things. So all of them come again with the mag locks, the door switches, the push buttons for emergency exit, and then the indicator lights. And then you can set these up to do multiple different doors or multiple different settings, to include having an alarm or turning an alarm off. And if you have it set like this one is right now for an alarm, it'd be able to alarm when that's door is open, or you can turn that alarm off. And then you have the emergency override. It also shows in the rooms by the doors when those lights were blinking. Were you able to see?